Hi everybody, I hope that you're having a wonderful holiday season, and today we'll be going through two battles that I've had in the Holiday Cup. The team that I'm running is sort of an anti-meta meme team, which focuses a lot on debuffs and slow, painful, bulky victory. I warned that the Pokemon IVs are all suboptimal, and I just wanted to fiddle around. The big idea is to debuff with Serperior, let Skarmory take advantage of the situation, and have Raichu close out any stragglers. The biggest hope with this team, however, is to use a pair and pivot counter switch. If an opponent sees a neutral or bad matchup against Serperior, they will switch to another Pokemon, often a Alolan Marowak or Altaria. In that case, I will use Leaf Tornado to debuff their Pokemon and then switch into my Raichu or Skarmory. Skarmory's flying moves are generally neutral for types which an opponent would want to switch into, such as another flying type, and Flash Cannon provides coverage against ice types. Raichu's Thunder Punch will handle flying types that Skarmory has a hard time tanking, such as Talonflame, and water-ice types like Lapras and Dewgong. Brick Break will handle normal types like Vigoroth and can be used to close out Diggersby. This team is super reliant on debuffs and definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat. Today I'll be showing this team in action with two battles, a more mundane battle featuring how the team fares against Trevenant, and a clutch battle which came down to the last charged move. Hope you all enjoy and have a wonderful end of the year. So to start, we have the more mundane battle. The opponent opens up with a Trevenant, pretty big in the meta these days, and the Leaf on Leaf Ditto begins. So I open up with my Leaf Tornado, and I managed to bait a shield out of it. I might have been expecting Aerial Ace and debuff it. And I really like to maintain switch advantage. I think for grass type leads, with so many viable Pokemon in the meta that can switch in against them, the ability to counter switch is key. So it essentially turns this grass type Ditto, this bulky grass type Ditto, into a staring contest. So I just keep on chipping away. I'm hoping I can get the max debuff, but ultimately I don't get, and my Serperior goes down. Now my Skarmory enters, and it just makes quick work of whatever's left of the Trevenant. So here is where I need to get deceptive. Against this Gravel, I'm going to deliberately overfarm a Sky Attack to mess with my opponent's timing. And my goal is to sneak up on them with a Flash Cannon. That should finish off the Graveler. So I want to shield at their next move and put my opponent well between a rock and a hard place. Either lose their Graveler or lose a shield. It's a pretty risky plan, but whether it's the deception or it's the desire to avoid a shield deficit, I mean, the plan works. The Graveler is taken out, and the opponent now goes into Talonflame, which takes out my Skarmory. And with a shield left on my side, it's a pretty easy closeout for Raichu. I will say that I was really afraid that with the buff from the Flame Charge, it would be able to get off another one and take my Raichu out, especially since it had that one shield left, but ultimately that didn't happen. So yeah, that's how this team fares against a Trevenant lead, and the accompanying accoutrements to a Trevenant. So now we're going to go into the more clutch battle of the day. So here's today's clutch battle, which came down to the last charge move that I had farmed. So in this battle, my opponent will lead with a Frostlass, and given Serperior's bulkiness, I'm not worried about the type disadvantage so long as I can get the debuff from Leaf Tornado, Frostlass isn't all that bulky. To preserve a shield advantage coming up, I eat the Avalanche, knowing that besides Skarmy's Flash Cannon, I don't have much to deal with the Frostlass. So now the opponent plays right into my trap and switches to their alt, giving me the switch advantage I need going into Skarmy and the parent pivot. Even if I don't get this debuff, Altaria versus Skarmy isn't the most appealing matchup. With the debuff, we now have a head-to-head matchup where the opponent is switch locked, has a type advantage, and this is pretty much a foregone conclusion, as I can simply take the Altaria Sky attack. But what I really need to do though is to farm up in order to shield bait the next Pokemon of the opponent, and especially if I need to save that last Flash Cannon for Frostlass. So yeah, this is going to be a slow and painful process, which I don't use any more charge moves, and the Altaria is going to take me pretty low, but I feel like I have control the situation, and crucially I still am on par in the shield department. So now the opponent goes into Vigoroth, and here's where I tried getting fancy. First, I do get the shield out of them, and then I tried using Serperior as a sack swap, but I underestimated how much EP the opponent had farmed, allowing them to get more energy out of it. It wasn't necessarily a bad play per se, since I needed to give my Skarmy a rest to save that Flash Cannon for Frostlass. So I used one of my shields, fortunately, against Vigoroth's Bulldoze, which really would have taken me out. Then I use Brick Break to force my opponent to give up shield advantage, and I hope that this next Brick Break can take it out and that it will give me a numbers advantage, and it'll give me a shield advantage going into that pesky Frostlass. But it just fails to take it out, and Vigoroth can get off a Body Slam in time, and with reluctance I just have to let my Raichu take it. So now I use my last shield, and I know that this is coming down to the last charge move. I need to get that Flash Cannon off. Please no lag, please no lag. The Frostlass comes out, and the game remains faithful to its design, and I'm able to get off that Flash Cannon, which ends this harrowing matchup.